Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Hey, you must have seen them around social media on some sort of platform, but you know the two island bars with the island guy and the rich star and a banana. Okay, you know those guys? I swear to God, they're the people who are writing Batwoman. I swear to fucking God, they are the people who are writing Batwoman, because this show is just nonsensical stupidity. Look, I'm just going to go into a little story because this video could be really quick. I woke up today. I gotta admit, I didn't wake up in the greatest of moods. I think because I'm sort of catching up on some sleep and my body's like shutting down a bit, and it's good. It's good for me. But I'm kind of like, I'm waking up and I'm like, you know, I've slept too much and I should have did it, whatever. And I sat down at my desk and I got myself like prepared, and I was kind of like, okay, what should we do today? Should we actually step away from the desk, do some work around the house, you know, yada, 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 da, 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 da. And then about 3 or 4 minutes in, and I was thinking to myself, oh, well, I've got the Squid Game stream tonight with Robert Meyer Burnett. So I'm going to rewatch episode 2 of Squid Game. That's going to be great. And then when I realized I was talking about TV, I was like, oh, no. Batwoman was last night. I'd completely forgotten. Completely forgotten. I'm a person. I'm a man. My mummy told me so. I'm a person who reviews this fucking show every week that it's on. And even my brain can't remember when the damn thing... It doesn't want to. That's why. It's like, hey, is there anything we should be doing today? No. I think you should just, like, twiddle your thumbs for a bit. Oh, wait, Batwoman was yesterday. Fuck. That's what my brain's doing. It's just like, please, can we forget? We're losing too many brain cells. Have you seen this fucking image? Oh, man. Hey, remember how last week finished with Mary getting dragged into the bushes? The bushes being in the middle of a park, in the middle of a concrete urban jungle of Gotham. Never mind, don't worry about it. By Poison Ivy's vines. And I thought to myself, I watched Psoriasis. I always watch Psoriasis reviews and Jay Longbones and such. And he was like, oh, looks like we're going to get Poison Ivy next week. I don't think Poison Ivy's turning up until halfway through the season. They're going to deal with this story arc first, which is shit. And then they're going to go into the next story arc, which I'm going to guess is going to be shit. So Mary gets dragged at the end of last episode into the bushes. And then at the start of this episode, the bushes just leave her on a park bench in the middle of Gotham. And then she returns home. She just goes back home. So within the first 2 minutes of the episode, Mary's back. Okay, let's get into it. Because this show is just so shit. Hey, look. We're going to do a cliffhanger that goes nowhere. This is now becoming the Marvel equivalent to, don't bother about seeing the film. You should get excited for the post-credit scenes. Island boy with island girl and they put pen to paper. So we start off with some stupid, dumb. They're meant to be frozen. Look, you'd be whatever. Now the reason the show reason why they're not dead is this is all part of Victor Freeze's formula. So this is the one that like keeps them alive, keeps them frozen but alive. but they don't know how to unfreeze the people. They're having trouble unfreezing them. So they're in a hotel room with a bunch of heat lamps on them. And then the guy's just like, right, we're going to test it. We're going to test. Stand up. Stand up. Have you fucking seen them? Have you seen them recently? Look. Does that look like a thought out person to you, you dipshit? Stand up, test. So yeah, needless to say, they all fall apart. And then it pans to a white guy. And then he takes his hat off and he's got a big tattoo on his head that says, I'm an evil white guy because all evil white guys are evil. I know it's a bit of a big tattoo, and the hat hides it well. I must admit. So there we go. Mary just wakes up on a park bench. And she had a thorn stuck inside of her. It's the first thing she's had inside of her for 3 fucking seasons to leave her be. Unless, of course, one of the Batwoman drugged her late at night. And never mind, we don't want to go into that. It's a bit dark. So Luke is talking to... I've just watched the show and I can't even remember. I've just watched it. It's literally finished. And I've pressed play on OBS, record on OBS. I have no idea. No idea what they're talking about at all. Yeah. 2 people are chatting. It's probably something narcissistical. It's probably something, oh my God. Oh my God. Musical theater. Wow. Okay. That's the episode, folks. So hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get it. Okay. We'll carry on for a bit longer, I think. Wow. That just sums everything up. They're probably talking about something just absolutely inane. I know. Maybe her mum. Maybe her brother. I honest to God cannot remember. And I'm not watching it back. You can go eat every bit of my ass. Mary comes in and she's just like, hey, I've been stuck on a park bench getting raped by tramps all night. And I went, wow, Mary, that's a hell of a career change for you. She's like, it's fine. But yeah, I can't remember, seemingly can't remember anything. Hey, I need to tell you what happened. I woke up on a park bench. Right? So how did he get there? Well, I was grabbed by... No, she's just like... And then Ryan's just like, hey, Mary. There's something important I have to tell you. I don't care about anything you say because I'm a selfish bitch. So stick a pin in it and I'll get around to it when I don't give a shit about anything else. Alice is still having hallucinations. Maybe it's because she's fucking crazy and she's always been crazy. What do they call them? I've forgotten. Somebody in Arkham gives her some letters and they say, hey, look, you've got all these letters. They're from your daddy. And she's like, oh, this is great. And then he says something nasty to her, so she breaks his neck. And then she calls a guard, and she's like, hey, guard, there's like a dead dude in my cell. And he's like, no, there isn't. And then there wasn't, because she imagined everything, because I don't give a fuck. That's why. I don't give a shit. Which building is this? This is quite a cool building. Look at this. Like, you can really commit suicide from this place. Like, no problem. After watching this show, I'm taking fucking tips and hints. Right. So. Suddenly, by the way, I'm so excited to get to one point in the show because I'm gonna rip the shit out of it. But suddenly, Ryan Wilder is one of 30 under 30, which, if you don't know what that is, folks, I had to look it up myself. I thought, does that mean 30 richest people under 30? No, it's kind of like a Forbes thing. And 30 under 30 is like 30 entrepreneurs who are under 30 years of age, who people are like excited about for the future. Watch these up and comers. Now, of course, last season, Batwoman was a barista. And this season, she's a CEO. The only thing you need to watch about this girl is whose cock she's sucking. Sorry, whose Vagu she's scissoring. It's ridiculous. It's just utterly ridiculous. I don't think nepotism is an up and coming trait, but there you go. Anywho, she's having some photographs taken. Her brother, who seems to be in love with her. I don't know. This one's weird as fuck, this one. He may be gay as well. I'm just guessing it's Batwoman. He's just like pulling faces because remember, his mum said, I don't want you to have anything to do with my family. But he wants to have something to do with his sister, and it's all going to end in tears. And by tears, I mean don't give a fucks. This is, oh, hold on, hiding behind me. Let me just hide myself for a second. This guy, you'll be amazed to find out, is gay. Her like PR guy is gay. Do you know how I know that without them actually saying in the show? It's because he goes around talking that there's something really affected. It's a great way. It's a great way to add more diverse characters. Shit, wait a minute. No. This show needs some heterosexuals to make this diverse. Holy cow. Moving on. Look at those eyes. That's the way that I watch the show. They have their photograph taken by more gay people. Everyone apart from this guy is under 30 is black. I'm not even kidding. You go down the road, it's just, apart from this one dude here, everyone's just black. Because Gotham is the epicenter for up and coming black people. Fuck right off. So if you follow my manager of What Toys on Twitter, at What HAWT Toys TOYS, my Hot Toys manager, because that's my other channel, runs that, and they tweeted out, because they must have been watching it at the same time as me. They tweeted out there. I've been watching Batwoman for 11 minutes, and nothing has happened apart from shipping. Sophie's sister turns up again, and I didn't even remember who she was. I just thought she was another gay person. I just thought she was one of Sophie's sexual conquests. Remember how the show this season has set Sophie up as a massive slut? And Sophie, all Sophie's been doing is going to the gay bar and getting a new partner and banging them, scissoring the shit out of them every night. You know how they established that? Well, now the show is just like, oh my God, I'm so in love with Ryan. Yes, I hope that came through your speakers and your headphones as annoying as it was intended, because that's how it grated my ears. That Sophie McSlutty suddenly is just like, oh my God, I just want Ryan's fucking vagina on my face. I might have to tick the sexual content box when I upload this. Oh, well. So her sister's just like, oh my God, tell me about your gay relationships. Oh my God, I'm so in for it. Oh my God. And I'm, you know, really thinking about vomiting right about now. Oh, and they carry on talking about vagina and vagina and vagina and vagina. So Jada Jet, a.k.a. Batwoman's mummy, a.k.a. billionaire bitch, a.k.a. petty fucker by this show anyway, pulls up the photographs of the event and sees that her son is chilling out with her daughter. And she's just like, wow. Vesper Fairchild, lesbian superstar. Have I got a scoop for you? Now, I honestly thought that she was going to say, my son is trying to finger bang his sister. But no, apparently they went with a different tact, which we'll discover later on. Mary, who in the first episode, I believe, all episodes merge into one when you're 2 and a bit seasons deep into this shite. Mary, who is now a qualified doctor. She's now Dr. Mary Fuckwit, MD. For some reason, has decided that I'm going to take up residence in a backstreet abortion clinic. You know, the one that I've been using for the last 2 seasons. I think that really says quality and safety when it comes to your medical health, and not junky and AIDS-riddled at all. So she's playing with some plants. And guess who's here? It's Alice! Do you reckon I could gorilla glue my eyes closed for this show? I mean, it works on hair. Does it work on eyes? I don't know. I'll try it later. Don't do that at home, kids. Unless you've got the proper stuff. In which case, you go for it. No, don't do that. Apparently, Alice can just say to Renee Montoya, who is clearly a bit part character in the show because she hasn't turned up for 2 episodes. She's just been referenced. Hey, Renee, I want to get out of Arkham because I know where Squiggly Bob is. And then Renee just goes, okay. That's how you get yourself out of a mental institution for the criminally insane. You believe everything that they say. Fucking, my God. All this show does is show that all the women in there are fucking retarded. So they talk about, I don't give a fuck. Why am I... Do you think I listen to this show? I'm on the other monitor shopping half the time. I truly am. And I don't try to be. I try and be like, hey, I'm going to pay attention to what they're saying, you know? And then my brain's just like, oh, look at this, the other monitor. Oh, so that's just come out for pre-order. What's going on over here? Absolutely fucking nothing. I'm gonna sneeze. It's a nice and quiet one, so I don't think the microphone picked that one up. Ah, boy. Sorry, I'm just looking at the view. I'm just looking at the view and thinking, I could watch 40 minutes of this instead of Batwoman. You know, just skylines and high rises and stuff like that. Yeah, fuck it, let's move on. Jesus Christ. Christ, get this fucking thing over with. So Marcus is now trying to woo his sister again by saying, hey, look, I'm wearing a disguise now, so Jada can't tell that we're chatting together. It's a I Love Gotham hat. Aren't I so funny? By the way, can I finger bang my sister? And she's just like, ho, ho, ho. And he said, oh, it was on a 2-for-1 sale. I could have sold you one. And then he's just like, I'm not, I want to bang so. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not listening to it. I'm making this up as I go along because I don't care. You think I care about this fucking shit? You've made me watch it for 2 and a bit seasons now. I've gone fucking mad. It's like having diarrhea once a week for fucking dinner and being forced to eat it. Oh, God. So, Luke is desperately trying to get his dad back online. You know, his dead dad. Because he doesn't realize this is just an AI and he's fucking crazy because he's just a cuck. So he's talking to himself and then Ryan calls him because, hey, when we saw Sophie's sister, when Sophie left to, I don't know, fuck some hoe, she got stuck by a syringe by that nasty white guy, because white guys are bad and black people are wonderful, gay people are amazing, and heteros can burn in hell. According to this show. That's all I've got out of it. That's all I've got out of it. So her sister's been kidnapped by the naughty white men crew. Oh, dear goodness. Yeah, look, we got a missing person. So, anywho. They're like, where's she gone? Where could she be? And if you are, I don't know, of even lower than average intellect, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. If you're like, you know, if you even have a lower than average intellect, your brain's still probably telling you that, oh, you know, where have they gone? Well, this is an organization that they established does not use technology, so you can't track them. You can't track phones, all this sort of stuff. So you would have thought they had some way to get the person out of the building, you know, in a van or something. Take it away. No. Marcus comes up and goes, hey, somebody saw them take her into room 1628. Somebody just watched a group of white guys kidnapping a woman and taking her into a very specific room and just waited until, you know, just some regular Joe comes up to him and goes, hey, did you see a woman get kidnapped here recently? Why, yes, I did. The kidnappers took her to room 1682. This show is fucking retarded. So they burst into the room and, oh my God. Sorry, I got nothing. How can you put words to this? How can you put words to this? My God. My God. Oh, the sets and the scenery, hey? Let's just take it to a regular hotel room. So like, I don't know, what do we do? So somehow they managed to get into the abortion clinic. How did you get her out of the fucking hotel and to the backstreet abortion clinic? Please tell me. Please tell me. Well, we can't explain how they did that because it would be almost impossible. But for plot reasons, we needed it to be at this location for the next scene. So here it is. Fuck this show. So Mary's, so Sophie's just like, why aren't her boots frozen? Why is everything frozen apart from her boots? Did they just go, hey, let's stop at the boots. That'd be funny. Or did they just run out of freeze just perfectly at the boots? Hey, do a boots. I can't. I've run out of freeze. Maybe a boots thawed out. I don't fucking care. Mary's talking about the Bee Gees. Hey, do you know what hip, up and coming gay people wanna hear about? Because I mean, I'm not too sure who the target audience for this show is. I mean, if you were to judge it by the writers and the showrunner and the cast, it would be for horrible, disgusting, narcissistical gay psychopaths. That's who the target audience would be, which is probably about 3 people. But if you are, if you're trying to, let's just say, hey, no, this is a show that we're really hoping that the alphabet community will embrace. Why? I have no fucking idea. Do you know what this hip up and coming San Franciscan gay community wants? They want to hear about the Bee Gees. What? Probably none of them even have a fucking clue what the Bee Gees are, you old shit. I'm an old shit. My brain's just holding on to the Bee Gees. Anyway, the Bee Gees is Alice's fun way. When I say fun, I mean I want to rip my fucking eyes out my skull. Way of saying the Black Glove Society. BGS. Bee Gees. You can tell by the way I use my walk, I couldn't give a fuck about Batwoman, and that's why I talk once a week on a breakdown show. Even later on, I think Mary snaps her and says, or maybe Sophie, one of them snaps at Alice and says, stop trying to make Bee Gees a thing. And I'm just like, yeah, this would have been fucking hilarious in 1973. Anyway, Sophie's just like, I'm gay. So, but yeah, back at the ranch where they've smuggled out a frozen popsicle person. Ryan starts looking at pictures of herself because she's a narcissist. Marcus is just like, can I lick your feet? And she's just like, fuck off, you creep. Her gay guy comes up to her and says, hi, I'm your gay guy. And she's like, cool. And then, oh no, what's going on here? Breaking news. Wayne Enterprises CEO, who was a fucking homeless barista 2 months ago. Look at that, I was joking. The CEO of Wayne Enterprises, who was a homeless barista who served 18 months in prison for having a big bunch of drugs in a fucking hand. Don't you think that would be more damning? Hey, did you know that the CEO of Wayne Enterprises, who's just been given a position just a few months ago, was a homeless barista with an 18-month prison record for holding a big wad of drugs, which her girlfriend was selling and manufacturing. And it turned out to be the most destructive drug in Gotham history. No, just go for a simple embezzling route, you know. The CEO of Wayne Enterprises is under fire as the stock price falls 47%. Fucking hell, what's this? Activision Blizzard? Ayo! As Jada Jet gives out some financials to Vesper Fair Lesbian, and it shows that money's been funneled away to the Bat Fund. Earlier in the episode, by the way, gay associate guy was just like, Ryan was talking to him. She said, Wayne Enterprises is about to post the biggest quarter earnings in the last, like, 6 quarters or something. And I'm just like, how? Your business is renting fucking buildings to lesbians. How the fuck does that raise the stock price of fucking Wayne Enterprises? You know, there's a very limited audience that you have for your lesbian only estate agency. I'm sniffing up snorts. Sorry. I should have got some water, but fuck it. So yeah, this show is just stupid. Why is this going on too long? So oh god. Ryan's just like, oh, this is Mr. Freeze Tech. And Luke's just like, I'm crap. Then they find the other 2 bodies that have been experimented on, and they work out that they're people. Excuse me. Excuse me. I think I'm developing AIDS from the show. Alice and Sophie go to the house of one of the people, and Alice starts having hallucinations back to the orderly. I remembered the word. The orderly that she, first of all, fabricated, and second of all, killed. And he's just like, yeah, you're batshit crazy. So they find something, and then evil white man comes in. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn the heater off. The heater is drying out my mouth at a rapid rate, and I'm shouting and screaming because this show drives me nuts. Which is also drying out my mouth at a rapid rate, and I have nothing here to drink. This was a badly planned episode, wasn't it? So he's like, I'm a white guy and I'm here to do white guy stuff. Notice how all the people are white guys. All of them. All the crooks are white guys. Meanwhile, back at the abortion clinic, Mary's trying to keep a sleeping popsicle from waking. I don't care. Luke calls up Mary and tries to be sassy, saying, have you still not found a cure? And then Sophie and Alice wake up and it's just like, why didn't they just stab us? Why didn't they just stab us when we were unconscious and kill us? And Alice is like, well, that's because we need to survive because we have all the plot armor in the world. And they've set up an elaborate I'm going to burn you alive trap. So when it sets off and they say we smell gasoline and the toaster pops up and the gasoline lights and it goes all the way down. Bearing in mind, folks, that the front door is over here. The front fucking door is over here and the windows are over here. Suddenly, it just gets frozen over and fucking Batwoman stood in a corner. If you're not even going to try, then why should I try? Seriously. Fucking hell. And I said, why we just stood in that corner? Why didn't he come and help us? And she's like, well, I read the script and it wasn't my time yet. Fuck this shitty ass show. So Mary worked out when she's on the phone to Luke that plants thaw and unthaw. So she immediately managed to synthesize the chemical to do that for a human. Fuck this show. Fuck this show. So Sleeping Popsicle wakes up. Mary's just like, don't think about it too much, please. Sophie is probably talking about Ryan's vagina. And this guy, I don't know who this guy is. It's the first time he's appeared, for goodness sake. He says, look, the best thing that you can do for Wayne Enterprises is resign. And then Luke says, are you going to resign? And she's just like, have you seen me? And I'm just like, yeah, you're a fucking drug scum bum fucking bum scum barista. And then, oh, God. Her brother's just like, I want to be friends. And she's like, oh. Then we have, oh no, White Man is working with Jada Jet. And he's like, we've managed to perfect it. We've managed to perfect the freezing somebody and then bringing them back. And Jada Jet is just like, it's time for my son to go on a vacation. Which means he's only contracted for a certain amount of episodes this season. And he's already burning through them. So we need to rein that back pretty quick. And that's the end of the show. It was fucking shit. Absolute trash. And I hope it burns in hell. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Those links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.